Welcome back, Navigators. In today's video, we will discover how to achieve financial independence through smart investing and strategic wealth building practices. So how would it be if you could live your life without worrying about money? What if your investments could cover your living expenses? Imagine a life where the stress of earning doesn't dictate your daily routine, your need to struggle every day to pay bills. This is the essence of financial independence, a stage of life where your wealth works for you, covering your expenses and freeing you to pursue what truly matters. Achieving such independence requires more than just saving. It necessitates strategic investing and wealth building, tailored to your unique goals and circumstances. But where does one begin? It all starts with a plan. A financial plan is your roadmap, guiding you toward your ultimate goal of financial independence. It involves setting tangible, achievable financial goals and then crafting a strategy to reach them. So you want a cruise around the Caribbean, an early retirement, a faster car, a beach house? Start with putting aside a percentage of your income and invest it for 5, 10, maybe 15 years. As you can see, it's all about making your money work for you, not the other way around. So let's embark on this journey together, shall we? Consider the case of Jane, a 25-year-old who started investing with just $1,000. Jane, a young professional, had a goal to retire early and live comfortably off her investments. But how could she achieve that with just $1,000? The answer lies in the magic of compound interest. Jane was not a high roller. She didn't have a large inheritance or a six-figure salary. What she did have was a disciplined approach to saving and investing. Every month, without fail, she added a modest sum to her initial investment. She understood that the key to growing wealth was consistency and time. Jane chose to invest in a diversified portfolio of stocks, ETFs, and bonds that offered an average annual return of 8%. Now, 8% might not seem like much at first glance, but here's where the power of compound interest comes into play. Jane's investment was not just growing by 8% of her initial $1,000 each year. Instead, the interest she earned was also earning interest. That's compound interest. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger with each roll. Over time, this snowball effect can lead to exponential growth. After 10 years, Jane's $1,000 had grown to nearly $5,000. In 20 years, it had ballooned to over $22,000. By the time she'll be 65, Jane's initial investment of $1,000, along with her consistent monthly contributions, would grow to a staggering $700,000. Jane's story demonstrates that it's not about how much you start with, but how smart you invest that makes the difference. She leveraged the power of compound interest, coupled with a disciplined and consistent approach to investing, to grow her wealth significantly. Her story is a testament to the fact that anyone, regardless of their initial investment, can achieve financial independence through smart investing. And of course, the more you manage to save and invest, the sooner you'll get to retirement. Let's examine the story of John, who built his wealth through a diversified investment portfolio. John, an investor like you and me, understood, from various sources he read, that putting all his eggs in one basket was a risky venture. Instead, he chose to spread his investments across different asset classes. His portfolio was a vibrant mix of stocks, ETFs, bonds, real estate, and even a smattering of cryptocurrencies. Each of these asset classes behaves differently in various market conditions, which is the magic of diversification. John's stocks, the growth engine of his portfolio, was spread across different sectors: technology, healthcare, retail, and more. This way, even if one sector suffered, the others could potentially balance out the losses. His bonds, on the other hand, were the stabilizers. Even though they offered lower returns, they provided a steady income stream and acted as a buffer during stock market downturns. John also invested in real estate, which served a dual purpose. It provided him with a tangible asset while also generating rental income. His investment in cryptocurrencies, albeit a small percentage of his portfolio, gave him a taste of the new age digital assets and their potential for high returns, albeit with higher risk. The crux of John's strategy was not predicting which asset class would perform the best, but rather creating a balanced mix that could withstand market fluctuations. And indeed, over time, this approach will pay off. When the tech sector suffers a downturn, his investments in healthcare and retail will protect against the blow. When the stock market is volatile, his bonds and real estate provide stability, and during the cryptocurrency boom, he enjoys a slice of the pie. John's portfolio, like a well-tuned orchestra, played a harmonious symphony of diversified investments. Each asset class had its role, and together they worked in unison to minimize risk and maximize returns. His wealth will steadily grow, not through a single grand slam, but through consistent base hits. John's story shows us that diversification is key to managing risk and achieving steady returns in investing. What can we learn from Jane and John's stories? What are the key principles to growing wealth and living off investments? Let's start by revisiting the magic of compound interest. Jane's story showed us that when your earnings generate even more earnings, you have the power of compounding working for you. The longer you leave your money invested, the larger it grows. It's not an overnight process, but the rewards of patience can be substantial. Next, we saw the power of diversification through John's journey. By spreading his investments across a variety of asset classes, John was able to reduce his risk and smooth out his investment returns. Remember, all investments carry some degree of risk, and diversification is one way to manage that risk. A significant principle we can extract from these narratives is the need for a solid financial plan. Jane and John didn't just stumble upon their wealth, they had a plan. They knew their financial goals, they understood their risk tolerance, and they had a clear roadmap to guide their investment decisions. A well-crafted financial plan is like a compass. It keeps you on track and helps you navigate the complexities of the financial world. Finally, let's talk about discipline and consistency. Investing isn't about making a quick buck. It's about sticking to your plan, even when the market gets rough. Jane and John didn't panic when their investments dipped. They stayed the course, remained consistent, and their discipline paid off in the long run. Remember, wealth building is not about getting rich quickly. It's about understanding these principles and applying them strategically over time. It's about making informed decisions, and it's about being disciplined and consistent. So how will you start your journey towards financial independence? It's a question that deserves your attention, and one that could very well shape your future. After all, the path to financial independence is paved with informed decisions, careful planning, and a healthy dose of determination. Now's the time to start shaping your financial destiny. You may choose to seek counsel from a financial advisor or delve into the world of finance yourself. Whichever path you choose, remember, knowledge is power. Arm yourself with as much information as you can. Understand the markets, grasp the concept of compound interest, and learn the art of diversification. Consider this a call to action, a prompt to get you started on your journey. Don't wait for tomorrow, next week, or next year. The best time to start is now. Just keep in mind that the journey to financial independence begins with a single step. Make that step today. That's all for today. Until next time, take good care of your finances, navigators, and don't forget to subscribe and share if you found any value.